Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are almost ready to get started here. We've got BoofGang going against AOG. This is a Division 1 match in the DGL Season 4 Sandstorm Competitive. They're about to start pistol rounds. We're getting the stream up just as they're getting ready. So this first map is going to be Ministry. This is an international match, so we've got BoofGang, who's NA. Ubba, I believe, is an EU player. I could be wrong about that. And then AOG is EU players. So we've got a ping difference, and then on the next map they'll switch and they'll do it on an EU server because they will be playing 2 maps today. First map of the day is Ministry, as you can see here. The overlay map. This is a map that came from Source. They ported it over. It's not a one-to-one recreation, but it's just as close as you can get. Big differences are just some of the geometry has changed, a couple of the plants here on B. Some of this outdoor cover has changed, some of the area around C, and then some of the finer points like wall bangs and timings have obviously been adjusted unintentionally or otherwise. One of the big things that makes this map different is that it's mostly parallel. So the only real big difference, there are small differences, but the real big difference to side advantage is which team controls A to start the round and which team can cap C to start the round, because one or the other is obviously available to each team. The security team starts with A control, so the insurgents, if they're able to clear A, can then get a capture, versus the security team has almost a free cap if they go down to C, unless the insurgents choose to send somebody down. So in a moment here we're going to be starting a pistol round. That's going to be the deciding factor for which side each team starts on for the actual match. First to 11, 20 round match. These are probably considered to be the best team in their respective regions, so AOG definitely the best team in the EU region, historically at least, and BoofGang definitely historically the best team in the NA region. So we are gonna have kind of a proxy challenge between the 2 regions here, and we'll see how they stack up. Strategy-wise, what we're expecting to see is fast play on the B objective as I fly through the map here. We're going to see fast play on the B objective, I would expect, as I get yanked out of my camera. The pistol round is going to be a little bit less controlled than some of the other rounds because long-range gunfights are going to be a little harder. But overall, we're going to see similar strats, mostly because the map is just so lane-based. And it looks like they are P-Live, though one person has not left spawn. They may call a restart. Ubba not moving. Yep, there we go. Okay, so this will be P-Live. Looking at classes really quick, Vapor not using armor. Only player not using armor if the UI can be believed. The UI is always a little bit suspicious. He's running a gas mask, which doesn't make any sense because there is no smoke on this round. Similarly, Zap and Stumpy have gas masks showing. I'm not sure if that's correct or if that's just a mistake. So we've got a huge A play coming out of AOG here. All of AOG are going A. Some of them will go under, some of them will go up top. But we're going to see. And it looks like BoofGang's committed almost the same thing. So trade out. Stumpy gets Vapor. Bird gets Boogie. Wow, 3 kills for AOG. Can't get a good sight. Okay, so Waffles is on B. He's capping. Nobody else went to B the whole round. Ubba here trying to lock these players out of B. Last player alive is Zap. Gets the kill onto B. So now we've got Zap trying to find Ubba on A. And Ubba has about a third of the capture progress, so Zap has about 20 seconds left. Find him. He doesn't know the player steps on the balcony, but now he knows he's off. He's going to go looking. Playing peekaboo. The 2 players generally know where each other are. Again, this is not a real round. This is the pistol round, just deciding who starts where. And BoofGang's going to win it with Ubba taking out Zap there. So BoofGang will decide which side to start as. I really don't know. Obviously, Vapor immediately calls for a switch, so they want to start as the security team, giving them A control at the start of each round. Close round though, very fast. I wasn't able to catch all the action because it just happens almost instantly, but lots of trade kills on A. Everybody committed to A except for, I believe that was Waffles we said, who went to B. We will not expect to see a lot of C play. If people go to C, it'll be 1 person from each team max. We do not expect to see C being utilized as a big position because it's just hard to control any part of the map besides C once you go down to the basement. Most of the gunfights will be happening on A, trying to control that balcony location. This should be live, and in between this round and the next, I'll take a closer look at loadouts, but I'm going to hop on with Boogeyman here and see if he's going to push Balk. Usually both teams will push a player into Balk. He's going to throw a nade to try and pick this Balk player off as he gets to the door frame. And they are not going to... Yep, so Boogeyman's nade lands onto Vapor, who was trying to rush Balk. Kev pushing across B with smoke, aggressive. Zap finds Berg on A again, so now Ubba last alive to stale it, and he gets taken off. That's huge because now AOG has a cap coming. And Kev and whoever else this other B player is, Kev gets taken out by Zap's nade. Sorry, Zap's gun, and Waffles is able to take out Zap in return. So now it's Waffles versus 4, and he's taken out by Boogeyman off Balk. Quick round in AOG's favor, and again, AOG able to whoops. AOG able to get quick control of A, so they had a cap coming even if they weren't able to find and kill the BoofGang players on B that fast. Decisive round in AOG's favor. Let's take a quick look at classes on AOG's side. Again, assuming that the UI can be believed. Looks like we've got all SVD. Well, no, one SVD on Zap. Everybody else has an FAL with the exception of Akil, who's running the flanker class, as is required of one of the players. He's got an AS Val. Not the fastest killing weapon, but it is very low recoil. We'll take a look at the security team. You saw there just for a moment. Zap actually shot out the window so Akil could get to B faster. He's the one throwing the smoke onto B. Kev's trying to shoot him. Boogeyman kills Vapor on A again with that nade. Vapor twice now trying to run onto B. And, trying to run onto Balk and not making it. Berg below A, creeping. Ubba basically just here to try and contest as long as he can. Kev and Waffles both find kills onto B. That's huge. Zap not contesting, but in position to contest. He is spotted and is going to get picked up by Berg from Balk, I believe. No, maybe outside. Anyways, BoofGang able to clear B. Last alive is Stumpy, who's staled on A. Wants this cap, but he's going to have to kill a lot of enemies to get it. He's going to step onto Balk and look towards B to try and find a kill. He's not going to find one. He does get spotted by one of these players looking towards the balcony. And they know where Stumpy is. I mean, he's really trapped. He's going to give up... Well, he's given up the B cap, and he's actually on a timer because they're capping C as well. So if he doesn't stay on A, he's in trouble. He's going to choose to... He can't step off. He's going to lose if they cap C. Oh! If BoofGang had capped, they would have won. They're still going to win, as Vapor takes out Stumpy. Yeah, Stumpy, again, trapped 4v1, and then with the cap bringing in the last player. Very difficult position to try and clutch from. And unfortunately, Ministry is one of the maps where you can stay... The objectives are so large, you can stay contesting objectives without exposing yourself to a last alive player. So the players on B not really needing to fight Stumpy on Balk. They can just wait on B and allow their teammates to operate. Make Stumpy have to make the move, leave Balk, or push down to the other end of A. So, quick, not a quick round, but a immediate comeback round for BoofGang. We're tied up at 1-1. We'll take a look at BoofGang's classes in a second. I keep forgetting to do it. Let's check with Vapor. 2 rounds in a row he's tried to run Balk and get immediately naded. Let's see if he's learned his lesson. It appears that he has, because he and his partner are going to wait for this nade to blow up, as it does there. They're stalemated, but there's 2 on, so they know there's 2 enemies. Now they know there's 1, so Vapor does not see Stumpy there on the Balk. Stumpy looking for more kills. Zap finds Berg, that's on B. And now you're going to see Stumpy rotate, looking for more B kills, but it looks like the B players have actually gotten all the way to the Insurgent side for BoofGang. And they are stacked up on top of each other, so they're in a generally... Oh, Alex kills Stumpy off of Balk. That's not going to help their chances. We're going to see Zap creeping through smoke. They're going to hear that cough. So, yep. Oh! Okay, so Waffles takes out Zap as Akil takes him out. So now it's a 1v1 on B. And then Alex patrolling balcony. Close enough to contest A, but Ubba's really just holding A. And Alex probably knows he doesn't want to peek that, so... The BoofGang players are disjointed, but they do have cap targets on B. Wow! Good spot by Kev. Gets the second spot after getting the kill onto Akil, so now he knows where this last player is, and Ubba's going to come for support. Yeah, Alex does take out Kev, but is refragged by Ubba, doing a good rotate off of A to support his teammate. That's a good round by BoofGang. That's the tightest round we've had so far. Both teams really bringing it down to last man alive, as opposed to one team getting a cap and having such a numbers advantage that the round was already over. So that is a good round in BoofGang's favor. It's 2-1. BoofGang starting on their preferred side, but this map, generally speaking, is probably one of the more evenly based map. The timings change side of, give each side a slight advantage or disadvantage, but it is a mirrored map, so for the most part, you're just trying to go positive for the half. You don't need a significant advantage. It's not something like Outskirts or like Tideway. So we know that Vapor has slowed down and decided he's not going to try and run through a frag grenade. Boogeyman's still going to throw it, or I guess this round it looks like his partner on A is. Waffles is going tunnel this time. He's going to try and chuck a frag over to T1. Maybe just B main. Kev kills Alex. Stumpy kills Vapor. Wow, okay, Berg and Vapor both get more kills, so now... Last alive is now Boogeyman on A for AOG. Fast kills coming in there. I missed some of them. That was at least 2 kills on B. And now BoofGang's capping B. Boogeyman is capping A, but he doesn't know this player is creeping up. Berg is able to stale it. Oh, and does get peeked by Boogeyman. Good kill. So that protects the capture. He's going to be slow, though. His cap is going to come in second. He will get it, though. They will not contest him out of spawn. But it means that if they're smart, yeah, BoofGang is going to go spawn camp like heck. And you see Kev sneaking up the scissors to challenge Boogeyman. Boogeyman's got to look for the spawn camp, but nobody's come A, which is a smart move by Boof. Just to not give him anybody to fight. BoofGang's also gone to C and is capping. Vapor finds 1 kill into Zap. Berg is uncontested on C. Stumpy and Alex have both come A. Waffle, it looks like the spawn camp didn't find anybody. Waffles does find a kill onto C. Kev's creeping down to C as well, so they're pushing for C, really. They definitely are going to get that C cap. Alex gets on B. He's uncontested, but that means to his right there's a player coming tunnel. Will get picked off. Yep, good kill by Alex. But BoofGang gets the C cap. So again, BoofGang's 5 up, only 1 out of spawn. That's because Alex picks off Waffles just after cap. Alex is capping. Doesn't know Vapor's coming up the other staircase. So now Vapor and Alex side by side. Ubba's going to look across B. Probably will not see this player. Alex is going to try and nade the other staircase. We'll have to see. The nade is heard and called out, so that's why they're spraying. Oh, good nade by Alex. Gets Vapor off the point. Now Ubba's in position to contest. He's got to be careful, though. He should know he needs to move somewhat quickly. He's only got about 7 seconds to touch. And I'm worried he is going to make it in time, which is unfortunate. And Alex gets taken out by Berg off Balk, and Boogeyman finds Kev. So now last live is Stumpy for his team. He has intel on both of these players. Maybe not Ubba to his left. Yeah, but now he knows there's 2 on. Finds 1. He just needs to look left. He's not going to. He doesn't see the player to his left. Now he does, and he misses the shot, so Ubba does finish the kill on Stumpy. Took Ubba a while to find the kill onto Stumpy after Stumpy took out the other player who was at T1, and I was surprised that Ubba didn't immediately refrag, but maybe the angle was not there. Regardless, good round. That's a 3rd round in BoofGang's favor. So the first round that we saw AOG dominate has not been the pattern. We're seeing BoofGang really bring their, this is the map that they've wanted to play on, as demonstrated by the fact that they're playing on a local server, and this is the map that they did pick pistol side for, so we were expecting them to have a strong first half, and it's good that they've managed to bring some confidence to that. Looks like they're not changing up the spread too much. Kev is going to go B main. Yep, Waffles is going outside. He hasn't been contested outside much. He's going to take this slide. He's looking for a player outside, but there isn't one there to meet him. Alex is pushing up to this window. If he peeks at the wrong time, he could be picked off here, but he's not going to be. No kills coming in yet. Nade from inside the window. Okay, trade now. Kev gets zapped. Boogeyman gets Vapor. Those are kills on A. Well, Kev's kill on B. Stumpy from T. That's Balk, I guess. Finds Waffle. Good second kill onto Kev. Boogeyman cleans up Ubba. So now we've really got Berg last alive for his team. And he's hurt. And playing with a 2-shot weapon. He's the flanker on the team. So, in a bit of a pickle. He's brought it down to a 2v1 by killing Stumpy. Finds another on the stairs. Can't finish the kill. Yeah. That's incredibly unfortunate. Looks like he hit Alex in the arm once and then was not able to land a second shot, but not what he was looking for in that engagement. He had the aim. I'm surprised he wasn't able to finish the kill, but the recoil does happen. AOG taking their second round. That's 5 rounds and a half. We're halfway through the half. And let's take a moment to actually look at the security BoofGang's classes. We've got 2 Tavors, which I'm a little bit surprised at, and 2 M14s. The entire team is using, well, things that are not the M110 or the M14, which is a little bit surprising. I wonder if that's a weight decision or if they actually prefer them. But the Tavor can one-shot, though only for about 30 meters. Whereas the M4 and the Honey Badger cannot one-shot, which generally is considered to be a disadvantage. Lots of nades coming in on A. Both teams play conservatively and don't get naded. Zap finds Vapor. Vapor not having a good game on A, unfortunately. Kev finds a kill outside, pushing around, looking for a second kill. Gets spotted from Valk. He's called out, but he is going to fake jumping in the window. Berg finds Zap towards A. Stumpy and Alex answer with 2 kills onto Berg and Kev, so last alive is Ubba. He looks like he's going to rotate to C. Yep. So he's heard, but they don't know he's going to C yet. They'll obviously know once he touches. And what's really going to be interesting is how AOG compensates. Are they going to go fight him, or are they going to let him have this cap, set up a good spawn kill, and get the B and A capture? Because they could cap A and B, well, cap one and then prime the other for cap, and then spawn camp really hard. And so it looks like Boogeyman is actually going to come down and try and contest and challenge. And Ubba's not even looking in that direction. So he knows that Boogeyman got on. Boogeyman's hiding in the corner. Doesn't get spotted immediately. Good kill by Ubba. A little bit surprised Boogeyman wasn't able to do better than that, but it's okay. Ubba's going to get this kill. And as you see, Stumpy going to office. He's going to set up this monster spawn kill. A is primed to 99%. And AOG has 2 players sitting in spawn not doing anything, which I'm a little bit confused by. Boogeyman may have disconnected. But AOG's in a controlling spot because BoofGang has to fight their way out of spawn, whereas... Yeah, and we see Stumpy pick up 1 in office. He's going to retreat back to A to at least survive. But still. Ubba finds Zap, so that's a good creeping by him. Actually, he's sitting on C and not creeping, but he is waited to make sure that nobody comes to C and tries to flip the cap. Waffles getting into a good position, but Alex is able to take... And lots of kills coming in from AOG, so now they've got 3. Berg kills Alex there, we see on B. Berg gets taken up by Stumpy from balcony. So, again, AOG with almost 2 entire capture points, controlling the spawn, not allowing BoofGang to actually get out of spawn effectively. At least, they can exit, but they have to run through heavy gunfights. So, definitive round by AOG. And one of the things, I'll try and explain this briefly. One of the things we're seeing a lot is that even though BoofGang controls A to start the round, their team controls the A capture point. They are not holding A. Usually the security team is able to play A more passively because it's on the insurgents to push through, clear the A objective, and earn themselves that capture. And I don't know that BoofGang is leveraging that enough. I hesitate to criticize these guys because most of them are far better than me, but it does raise a question of team strategy about whether or not they should be playing more passively. Again, Vapor running into a nade. That's the 3rd time this happened. It's been 6 rounds. He's died 3 times. Berg playing this desk spot gets a very nice kill onto a kill at T1. Kev finds Zap. That's on B. Kev now looking for more kills. This Alex finding one in tunnel onto Waffles. And Boogeyman kills Ubba. So it's a 3v2. And A and B are both being capped. A by AOG. Alex Stales B, but then gets taken out by Kev. Kev is refragged from Balk, and Stumpy takes out Berg to finish the round. So, again, quick round for AOG. No caps coming in that time. And, again, they're wiped off A. BoofGang gets wiped off A. Last players alive are in reception and on B. And I just don't know that it's... I don't know that committing that much resources to B and not trying to hold A is worth it. I mean, again, not to point fingers. Vapor 2 and 9, having not his greatest game, dying to a balcony half of the round so far. He's going to switch his strategy. I expect him to touch C here. He's going to touch C right off the bat and force the insurgents, AOG, to come downstairs and actually fight him. Because if they don't send one, then that's a free cap for BoofGang, which is kind of not acceptable. So what I expect is to see a fast rotate from under A. Neither of these players are playing under A, though. Vapor's going to take his time before touching, which is a little bit of a risky decision because nobody's here, so now he's wasted 5 seconds. no kills coming in. Vapor is going to get this cap uncontested, it looks like. Waffles finds a kill on B. They've been doing a great job getting these opening kills on B. They're just never able to finish out the kills. There is somebody down here in the tunnels with him. We'll have to see if Alex can find the kill. Boogeyman finds Kev. That's a kill on B. And Alex about to creep and find Waffles. Yep, finds him, kills him. Wow. Amazing kill from Alex on the Berg. Unfortunately, it is right before cap. Now, Ubba is trying to hold this. He's not going to see the player peeking from mid because of his sight. And so Stumpy is going to get on A. He's going to go hold this A long. Gets the shot onto the person coming from spawn, but does not finish the kill. Can't actually find the shot. So now they're going to focus on holding this cap. We've got players pushing from outside, and Vapor is set up to spawn camp if they do get this capture. The nade comes in. That's a good nade, but it does tell Stumpy Berg's position, and Stumpy does finish the kill. So now Waffles must hear this player below him. Yep, finds Boogeyman, but there is a player below him. He's going to get pinched from outside. I don't think he knows it. We'll have to see if Alex can spot him. Yep, does spot him. Good kill by Alex. Last alive is now Vapor. Gets one out of spawn. That's a good spawn camp, but he's in a little bit of a tight spot. His team has capped B 50%, so he has time before the enemies can capture B. So they are now going to have to come contest him A, because otherwise he will get this A cap first. Oh, he's going to peek and find one. He doesn't know the other one's coming from the other side of Balk. Two to the left of him on Balk. He's going to peek both of them, sees them both, kills one. Great double kill so far. He needs two more. They're both coming for him. They've abandoned the B cap. This is what Vapor wants, and he doesn't see the player, isn't able to get the kill onto Alex. But that was exactly what Vapor wanted. That is the situation he needed. He wanted them to come fight him. He didn't want to just let them. Cap B. They didn't have time to either. But it's hard to get 4 kills. He's called out. They know where he is. They're expecting him. So good work by him that round. But still. Looking at the teams really quick, we've got Zap and Akil not pulling their weight on AOG's side. The rest of the team with a very even kill spread and getting a ton of kills. Stumpy obviously leading the team on the scoreboard, but approximately even kills between them. And on security, on BoofGang's side, we see similar. BoofGang, the top 3, Kev, Waffles, and Berg, even kill spread. Ubba doing fine, but not high. And then Vapor, before this round, only having 2 kills, getting 2 kills at the end of that round to bring him a little more in line. But these maps are decided by who gets the kills and who doesn't. Again, Akil picking off Vapor. I don't know if he needs to change his strategies or consider his actions before he does them, but he's getting picked off most round. Waffles kills Zap. Doesn't know there's a player at the window. Alex is able to refrag. Alex, looking for this player, doesn't know there's one right next to him. Or if he does, he hasn't heard him. Kev creeping. Alex has turned his attention away. Ubba's on A, trying to hold that contest. Trying to get up these crumbled. Oh, saw the player there at the window. No, he did not. It's farther to the right, and he's going to get picked off here by Alex. If Alex can aim. There we go. Alex gets the kill. Last live is Ubba, and they know he's here, and they've got him trapped. So Ubba has to make a move now, because if he doesn't, they're going to cap B and just win. And peeks and is unable to get the kill. So that's another round in AOG's favor. So from BoofGang winning 3 rounds after the first round. So first round went to AOG. BoofGang came back and won 3 in a row. And since then, AOG's run the table. They've won, I think, 5 now in a row. And BoofGang really wants to win this last round this half. If they don't win this last round, going into the second half, 7-3, losing 3-7 is going to be a hill that BoofGang finds very hard to climb out of. So we will have to see. We do see some loadout changes. Waffles and Berg have both switched to M14s, if the UI can be believed, as I always say. It's a little bit tricky. Zap on the other team has switched to a FAMAS, opting for something with a little more rate of fire than raw killing power. And this cross-pick that Waffles is trying to do is why he's got this M14. He is not going to get it, though. Akil's going to take him out. Akil does get refragged from Berg from reception. That's smart. That's the right way to play that situation. Berg and Vapor both find a kill, and that means that for the first time in a while, BoofGang controls A and controls Balcony. Last 2 alive for AOG are on B. Zap is stalemating. Alex is trying to creep out of the hole. He's going to hopefully find one of these kills, and he will. But they've still got a mountain to climb to try and cap B. They are capping, and the advantage is in their favor. He sees one on Balc. Wow, good shot from Alex to kill Vapor. It's now a 2v2, and AOG gets picked off. Berg finding the kill onto Zap. Is spotted. It needs to get down, but is able to stale. And he's going to Ubba's capping C. So Berg is absolutely going to hunker down and just try and stalemate. He is called out and spotted, but hiding behind this planter is enough. He just needs to survive, and that's why he's going to hide here. He's not going to focus on taking this gunfight. He's going to stall so that the C cap comes in first, even if he dies. And he doesn't mind dying here, because he's about to be capped back in on C. And Alex knows this, but he still has to try and sit on this cap. Ubba on C does not have time to challenge B. And Alex should know that. He should not be getting off the cap. Alex really should be worrying more about B main, but he is going to get the cap and have a chance to rotate off B, so he will probably survive. Ubba choosing to stay on C and defend it. AOG is not going to send anybody to C, which is the smart decision in my opinion, even though BoofGang has now committed 2 players to holding it. So they're going to do an A-C hold. They're not going to try and contest B at all. Alex has gotten to balcony. He's looking outside to see if any of the spawn players... And you can see this spawn creep coming so slow from both sides. Kev finds 2 kills creeping... trying to creep up the balcony, it looks like. Wow, Waffles finds another kill. Zap now going to try and push up the balcony. Akil finds 1 good kill, trying to push onto C. Gets 2. That's both of the players of BoofGang committed to defend C. Zap gets a kill. He's really here just to try and get kills, because the actual important player here is Akil capping C. BoofGang has to push and touch B, or go fight for C. Otherwise, Akil's capture is going to win them around, and Zap is able to monopolize on that knowledge and just defend the B objective. So that's 10 rounds. Ignore the round 11 at the top of the screen. 7-3 in AOG's favor. That's a decisive, amount of victory for AOG. We're expecting them to finish this off in the second half. BoofGang not putting the strategy together in a way that's giving them success. So they're going to have to adapt in the second half if they want to bring up a comeback. But we will see. There are timing differences, so some teams do better at one side than the other. BoofGang chose to start on security, so I would assume that that's their stronger side. But if for whatever reason they pick their weak side to start, BoofGang may have a chance here. Now the UI is all screwed up, so we have no idea what people are using for loadouts, and this is live. Kev's got a FAMAS. He's gonna break this glass to run through and try and do this prospect. That's a strange strategy to spray with that weapon. It's not a one-shot, so he's hoping to land 2 consecutive shots, even though the rate of fire is high. Akil's going to do an aggressive push across. The player right in front of him doesn't see him. Oh, sorry, that player's underneath, not right in front of him. He's going to the hole outside, so Akil's going to have to try and find this on the hole. Stumpy gets Vapor off A. Again, Vapor dying early, every round. Ubba takes out Stumpy. And they're capping A. The only player left alive on the A side is Alex, who's creeping up from underneath. They're not going to come check Scissors, though. Meanwhile, lots of kills on B that I didn't catch. Akil's last alive stale. Alex creeping to try and contest A. Akil's about to peek this same player. I'll turn on X-ray. I should have had that on all game. My apologies. Ubba finds Alex. Look at this. Akil doesn't know this player. Now finds him. That's good because it allows Akil to cap, and it's a 2v1. But Ubba's going to cap A first. You see Berg knows where this player is, just not able to get the shots off because it's through a wall. And we will see BoofGang running out of spawn, looking for a way to contest. Akil is stale from this player at the pillar, who you can see. The player at the pillar heard Akil. Yep, Berg heard Akil, jumped through the window, and so knew to peek. That's a good round from BoofGang. That's a decisive victory. They have, at least for round 1, they've got a plan that's working, so we need to see if they can keep doing it. Again, I don't want to pick on anybody. Vapor dies early. He's got to try and participate in a way that gives his team some control of the map. I'm actually going to watch what he's doing this round to see if I can maybe understand what he's trying to accomplish. Looks like the class menu has updated. So Vapor's going to take a sniper this round. That's interesting. He's aware that that trying something different might be in order. We've got a lot of aces on BoofGang's side, which is strange. You would think they'd just take FALs, but maybe they need the points. I thought the ace cost the same. I could be wrong about that. I haven't used the ace. Yeah, Vapor gonna get taken out by a kill. Zap gets Berg. That's 2 quick kills. They see these nades flying, and so Akil knows there's these players in the stair. The players are gonna run back downstairs, so they're off the objective, and Akil knows that. Kev found a kill up towards A. Probably onto balcony. So BoofGang pushed out of position. AOG has A control and B control. And BoofGang is going to be left without a capture accessible to them. Yeah, so Boogeyman's going to take out Waffles as he tries to creep up the staircase. Now you've got two people creeping to A. Kev's coming underneath to go right where Stumpy is aiming. And he's almost certainly about to get picked up and killed. Yep, Stumpy finishes that. Ubba's going to be able to make entrance onto A, but it's a 5v1. And trying to fight himself out of this hole is going to be difficult, particularly when, if AOG is smart, they should be sending somebody to C right about now. And Ubba is staled, so he has to clear this objective, and he knows there's two now. They line up, but they're very lucky that Stumpy didn't get collateraled when Ubba killed Alec. But it's a good kill to finish Ubba off and win the round. So again, AOG taking that round back. A more dynamic half than the first half, though, already. We're seeing both teams really give a tug of war. There were not many rounds in the first half that were not clear, decisive victories for one team or the other. This half, we saw BoofGang win the first round pretty aggressively. AOG sweeps up the second round without too much difficulty, but you can tell it's not without effort. It's not without challenge. Vapor has switched back to A. We're going to watch what he's doing. He's going to throw the nade that killed him so many times on the first half. Kev finds one with that FAMAS cross pick I saw earlier. And Vapor's going to make it onto Balk. Nobody else can stink Balk. Good frag from Ubba. Oh, frag's going to get Vapor if he's not careful. He is able to dodge out the way. Zap finds Boof on B. Sorry, Zap finds Kev on B, but Berg's able to refrag. And now Berg, last live on A side with Waffles trying to cap B. They are making progress on the capture. Yep, and Berg knew that player was there. He was called up, but he doesn't see the player jump off into the mid, but now spots him and gets the kill. So good double from Berg to finish the round. That brings it back to 5-8. BoofGang is still losing, but is narrowing the deficit. Looking at the scoreboard real quick. AOG, good kill spread. Everybody's contributing. Stumpy and Alex obviously getting the lion's shares of the kills. BoofGang overall just less kills because they've won less rounds and have been doing less slaying. But more of an even spread from everybody. Obviously Vapor struggling a little bit, but things have seemed to balance out as they tend to. No A presence from BoofGang here. They have all gone under. Or they've all gone under. So they're going to trade 2 kills from each team. I don't have time to read who they are. But we're now in a 3v3, and BoofGang barely put anybody onto A. They put under A hard. Ubba came up, scissors to contest. Great kills, 2 frag kills, end the round from BoofGang. From Kevin Waffles. They just chucked nades. Or I guess it was the same nade killed both. That's a poor stack up from AOG, but Kev's able to just land the nade onto Valk and clear the enemies out. Ubba doesn't even have to take the gunfights. So a little bit of a stolen round there for BoofGang. Not that they didn't earn it, but that, you know, it's an unconventional way to get that many kills, just a late round nade onto Valk. AOG's kicking themselves right now for staying bunched up like that. I believe there's a tooltip on the loading screens that tell you to not clump up. Mikey is laughing somewhere now. Zap looks like he's going to go for this cross pick now. Oh, he is. Interesting position to take jumping up here. It works, though. Kev clips him, but again, Kev's using the FAMAS. It doesn't have one-shot potential. Stumpy sees this player going balcony, gets Vapor. Berg kills Alex and a kill. So we've equalized at 3-3. Zap's so weak, though. Oh, Berg doesn't see Stumpy creeping from below because of his gun sight. Boogeyman is left to be last alive. Berg gets another kill onto Zap, though. Berg is doing a fantastic amount of slaying this second half. And last alive is Boogeyman. He's going to rotate all the way down to C and hope that BoofGang is willing to let him have it. I would be shocked if they don't contest him a little bit since they have 2 captures coming. They have at the A and the... Oh. This nade is gonna come back down the elevator. That's not what he was trying to do. He meant to throw that onto A. It wouldn't have killed anybody anyways, but it would have been interesting. Boogeyman's gonna get contested here. Berg entering the opposite end of C. Boogeyman has to hunt him and knows where he's entered from. So he is gonna creep in this direction. Ubba captures Alpha, so BoofGang's got 5 up, and they've got a B cap coming. So even though Berg dies there, he doesn't actually mind too bad because he's about to be capped back in if they choose to go for the cap on B. It looks like they're not in position to cap B, though, or they're waiting for it. Ubba has managed to stale. We've got 2 people entered from that scissors. Yeah, no. Okay, so BoofGang choose to wait on the B capture and flood into C. They are able to get there on time to stop the capture. Just barely, but they do make it. And they knock Boogeyman off the point. So we're seeing a big comeback by BoofGang. I would not say that I favor them to win this game. I think AOG's shown a stronger performance throughout, but if BoofGang wins a couple more rounds and keeps this comeback train alive, they may actually take their map. Which would be important because the next map is AOG's chosen map. And the expectation is that AOG has prepped it better or more confidently, and therefore it may be even harder for BoofGang to try and win on that. I want to see Zap is going to go B main again, I assume, and try and shoot. Oh, Vapor finally getting a Mosin kill outside onto a kill. That's going to be huge. It's going to give them a lot more B control. Nobody went B main. Berg gets a frag on the stump. I'm not sure where. Probably somewhere near A. Alex gets naded. Lots of nade kills from BoofGang. I don't know if they're getting lucky or if they know what they're doing. I would assume it's more of them knowing what they're doing. And oh, Zap looks away at the exact wrong time to see the guy reception and gets taken out by Berg from reception. And now last alive is Boogeyman, who's on Balk, pretty much in no man's land. Nobody's on A. These 2 players are underneath A. Ubba and Berg. So Boogeyman doesn't have to be on A right now to contest it. He can go over to B. He doesn't know where these players are exactly. And oh, now he's spotted, so now he's in trouble. He's got to try and creep back to A as he can tell it's being capped. He does spot this player and gets that kill onto Berg. He's now going to go to C, it looks like, but he really does not have time. That capture coming in means BoofGang should send somebody to C immediately. And C is so big, they're going to be able to stale him, so Boogeyman's going to need some extraordinary killing. He already is staled, but yeah, good early rotate by Ubba to immediately have it stale. We're going to see 2 people come in from spawn down the ramp to C, and he's going to get peeked here. Boogeyman didn't see them. Heard the guy on the staircase, so he's getting pinched from every direction. There's one right around the corner from him as well. Ubba, or sorry, not Ballistic Waffles. Ballistic Waffles above. But Kev does find the kill on the Boogeyman. So again, I think that's 3, maybe 4 rounds in a row for BoofGang, tying it up at 8-8. I don't know if they intended to be stronger at this second half, but they are finding a lot more success at this second half, and that's important because they could not. This map would be over if they had the same performance that they did in the first half. So I'm sure that they are happy that they've turned it around. Vapor switching up his strategy constantly. He's now switched back to the AS Val. And is going to, looks like, be going A. Last round went outside with a bolt action down to this bottom lane of the map and successfully picked off a kill, but obviously doing that twice in a row. BoofGang's going to choose not to go A. They've decided, at least straight to A. They will contest A from the scissors, but they are not going to put somebody on A long. And Zap quickly takes out Vapor with his M4. Hubba's gonna find, doesn't, oh, those are teammates. I'm a fool. Boogeyman kills Kev off B. Berg gets a kill. Waffles is trying to make entrance onto B. I'm not sure what that nade is supposed to hit. Zap sees 2, lines up, gets 1. Hubba's able to refrag. Very scary situation when they line up like. Stumpy, though, is about to cap C. If they don't, I mean, Ubba really needs to go down the staircase and contest, but he obviously doesn't have time now. So AOG's gonna be 5 up. Ubba waiting for a kill that I'm really not sure what he's expecting to find watching this sightline, but AOG is going to be 5 up. They control A, they control C, and they're going to get Balk control because, quite honestly, Boof hasn't put anybody there. Ubba, in this lurk, is going to find... Oh, bad timing. Stumpy's going to... Stumpy and Ubba are dancing around each other. Ubba finds one, Kev finds another, Alex takes out Ubba. So... BoofGang does make it out of spawn after the B cap. Come on, let me switch. Zap, now on B. Doesn't know this player is outside. Looking for kills from spawn. Isn't going to find them. And again, BoofGang has to do something because they're down a capture. They only have one of the 3 objectives, so they have to try and contest. They have 50 seconds to do so, which is plenty of time on a map that's small. Berg has gotten onto C, doesn't know where this player is, and probably doesn't care too much because his job is just to slow this round down and get the stale. He needs his teammates to do something. Quick kill. Vapor gets Alex. Not sure where that is. He's on B. Okay. Zap on B with him. Yep, Zap finds Waffles. Vapor's going to peek him. Not get this kill, though. Oh. Zap now looking to find Vapor. These shots through these bushes and windows are always tricky. And Kev is capping A, so unfortunately, BoofGang's gonna, or well, unfortunately for AOG, BoofGang's gonna have a respawn coming. And yeah, Zap didn't spot either of those 2 players who were on his screen, which is unfortunate because it means that in 5 seconds, yep, well, BoofGang's able to get the kills, but in 5 seconds, BoofGang was gonna win on captures anyways. So good round from BoofGang. They have won, I believe that's 5 in a row. They are bringing this back with an incredible series of rounds. Again, I can't tell you whether or not BoofGang and Vapor specifically thought they would do better on this half, but they chose to start on the half that they got less rounds on at this point, which is maybe not expected, but it obviously works. We're going to see Waffles go to C immediately. So, or no, he's going to go tunnel, not C. Ubba is going to go to C immediately. And that's, he can't cap, he's just going to contest, which is why he's going to stay off the objective to begin with. That's a little risky because he could have been picked if somebody went. Nobody has. Good spot by Zap onto Berg in reception, lower A. And AOG has complete control of A. BoofGang hasn't put anybody on that side of the map. Waffles finds a kill onto Boogeyman. They're fighting over B. Kev's going to try and push, but gets taken out by Akil, who is now actually creeping onto the B main area. Saw this player in these windows, does get naded by Vapor. One thing I'll say, BoofGang's nades the whole half have been on point. They have been getting double the nade kills details. And Vapor is capping, but knows that there's a player somewhere up here on Balk. He has this scope. He hasn't spotted anybody yet, though. Gets taken out from close range by Alex. Waffles hears that call out and should react. Alex has hunkered down and decided to play it slow. Stumpy searching for Alex. Sorry, searching for Waffles on B. And Ubba's, again, creeping kind of... Ubba's spent a lot of the last few rounds just under A, and you kind of wonder if he's accomplishing enough, but it's working, so we can't knock it. And yeah, he's just lurking and waiting. Stumpy exposes himself without realizing it, and Waffles sees the gun there. So Waffles knows this player is just to the left of this corner. I'm surprised he doesn't go for a wallbang, but it is kind of a thick wall. And they've got 2 people trained at this spot. And they're just going to wait. Alex has to make a move eventually. If the teams choose, they can stay out for a minute and a half, but they won't. Yep, the nade comes in, but unfortunately it's short. Ubba not able to land it. And I just hope Ubba doesn't get picked off, because if he exposes and gets picked off, it's going to be bad. Yep. Good teamwork. Waffles shoots, basically just sprays at the wall to make some noise, and almost trick Alex into going prone and not being prepared for a new gunfight so that Ubba can peek. So good coordination and teamwork there, but another strong round from BoofGang. I think that's 6 in a row. Maybe not 6 in a row, maybe 5 in a row, but incredibly high amount of round wins on this half, and they only need 1 more to win this map. So AOG has gone from being favored and in the lead to basically fighting, you know, they have to win out. They need to win 2 rounds just to push it into overtime. And BoofGang hasn't been playing A. Vapor's going to go A for the first time in a long time. We will have to see if this strategy pays off. It seems like he has some players with him up top. But AOG doesn't push Balk either, so it's kind of a null point. Everybody sails out. That's okay. BoofGang is capping, but they're contested. And now Vapor's going to creep onto balcony. doesn't get the shot onto Boogeyman. Zap finds a kill on B. Kev last alive on, well, near B for his team. He's making a lot of noise, so he's probably heard by Zap upstairs. And now Bird clears C. Now, he can't get a cap, though, so that's not going to help him too much. I believe that's Ubba on A. And Kev trying to creep to B. Yeah, Alex takes out Berg. Coming up to A. So Ubba's last alive on A, Kev last alive on B. Both of them are staled. So this is, yeah. Ubba takes out Alex, which is great from him. He is staled. He's not expecting the player to be behind him for reasons I can't explain. But Kev is last alive and knows he has to make a move. He's not able to get out alive. Akil finishes the kill. And AOG brings it back within 1. So we will have to see. If AOG wins the next round, we're going to be going into overtime. And if BoofGang can lock out and win the next round, BoofGang takes map 1. Close as we can get, fellas. Lots of nades on this map, as you can see just from the loadouts. Everybody except for Zap and... Yep, everybody except for Zap has a frag grenade. And we've been seeing a lot of frag, either pre-frags onto A or across B, or late round frags to knock people off positions, mostly on B, but also balcony. Keel's going to try and do the cross pick that Zap was doing earlier. Does not spot the player. Gets taken out by Kev with the FAMAS. That's a good kill from him. It's going to give them a lot more room to breathe on B. And a bit of a slow play coming from A. Vapor does get Alex and pushes a little aggressively under into reception. He's creeping through, looking for kills onto B. There's nobody there for him to see yet, but if he does peek the staircase on B, he may see one. Not now. Boogeyman. Oh, about to find one. Oh, it's such a tight angle. Neither of them know they're there. Poor timing on Berg's part, but Boogeyman is able to shoot him in the back. Kev gets zapped. Stumpy refrags onto Vapor. The big important thing here, though, is that BoofGang's about to cap B, and AOG doesn't have a way to stop that. They're going to try and touch, but Stumpy's going to get there too late and get taken out. So last live is now Boogeyman, and he's going to try and go down to C, get a cap, and slow this round down. But he actually walks in, and immediately to his left is Ubba, preemptively waiting for him. So that's a good map. Again, BoofGang able to bring it back from a significant round deficit. Brings it back to even and takes the lead. So we will be back in just a moment with the next map. Take a breather, get a drink, and I will see you in a moment. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have switched maps. We are now on Refinery. We've also switched servers. We're still in a pause while everybody gets situated, but this is Refinery, and it is probably the most different map in the comp rotation. It is extremely long-range gunfight based. It is going to be mostly outdoors instead of indoors like Ministry is. The two sides of the map are anything but mirrored, and it is going to present a whole different type of gameplay. So we'll talk about advantages and disadvantages here in a bit. Of note, this is now an EU server, so you're going to see absolutely awful ping from BoofGang. Like I said, Ubba being the one EU player on their roster will have it fine. And then AOG having ping that, generally speaking, will favor them. This is their map and their server, and that is the advantage that they get. So AOG's probably prepped this more. Obviously, both of these teams have been playing for a good long while, so it's not surprising that both teams will have legitimately good strats on this map. We will start with a pistol round, just like last time. If you're tuning in with us partway through, or you didn't hear my spiel at the beginning, this is a D1 match. This is the top teams in the DGL competitive league. This is season 4. We are in our, I think, 3rd round of season 4 at this time. Both of these teams fought their way to qualify as some of the top teams. AOG is widely considered to be the best team in the EU region, and BoofGang is widely considered to be the best team in the NA region. So this is a little bit of a head-to-head showdown between what is probably 10 of the best players in the world. If you're interested in competitive Sandstorm, they've taken the mode out of the game in NWI's Infinite Wisdom, but we are keeping it alive. You can go to thedgl.com, 6 letters, thedgl, and that has a link to our Discord, has a link to our Twitch. You can sign up a team. You can, on our Discord, find people to team up with if you're a solo player. New teams are welcome at all times. We've got lower divisions that you would start in and work your way up if you have what it takes. But even if you're casual or new to the scene or new to the game at all, there's a place for you. We've got pugs going on most days, pickup games where there's no pre-made teams, and experienced players can help newer players learn. Looks like Set has swapped in. He was not playing last round. We'll be interested to see who swaps out from BoofGang. Looks like Berg has swapped out from BoofGang. And it looks like AOG is running just about the same roster. That's surprising to me, because while Set is not a bad player, Berg is a good player. And it'll be interesting. Set may, contribute just as much as Berg did, but if he doesn't, it's a dubious decision. Obviously, it's possible Berg had something in his real life that he needed to handle, and that is why everybody has substitutes to begin with. This is a community league. Nobody's playing for money, and so when duty calls, everybody has to make space in their life for whatever happened. About half of the US is under a foot of ice, and I don't know what's going on in the EU right now, but I know everybody's got stuff, so we all work to be cooperative and try and make things go as smoothly as possible. We are going to start with a pistol round here. Let me get back into my spectator mode. I don't know if this is live or not. We will see in a moment. I will have the X-ray on the whole time this time. Sorry about that on the last map. There's a lot of things I gotta remember, and I do a bad job at all of it. Positions we're expecting to see, or that we might see. The Insurgent team can put a sniper up on this balcony here. That gives them a pretty good vision across the center of the map. It allows them to lock down some of the sight lines. One of the biggest sight line battles you'll see is somebody from this balcony shooting across and up top to this green piece of cover on the security balcony. Security catwalk, I should say. This sight line can be a big early game deciding factor because while they will, both teams will probably smoke the road to allow crossing the street. Late round, having one of the two teams control this sight line, this center lane, the center road, makes it very hard to support B, because without being able to cross the street, getting onto B, particularly from the Insurgent side, is practically impossible. So locking down the street sight line is going to be a big part of both teams' game plans, I assume. We're going to see a lot of kills coming in from yellow over here. This obviously gives you a ton of sight lines onto B. You can see all of this back area, and you can also see into office here. So having these sight lines from yellow gives the security team a big advantage positionally. They also have a lot more flexibility when they're getting onto B.
So security can enter onto the bottom there through that doorway, and they can also come through this top doorway. That gives them access to office, and if they go through the bottom, they can also come up this middle staircase. On the other hand, Insurgent has to cross this bridge to get to B. Their other option is to run down the main street and come up the staircase, which they can do and they will do almost certainly in this game, but it comes with a lot more risk. So there's going to be a smoke grenade landing right about here in the street most rounds, and that's going to allow this Insurgent team, whoever's on the Insurgent team, to come up the staircase and access B a second way, just like we see this player doing here while they're warming up. But Insurgents, generally speaking, have a lot harder time getting to B. They have worse timing to get to B. So the Insurgent team is going to focus on trying to get kills and slay out a little bit so that late round they can really push into B from off of the objective and clear it. Because security, early round, security should have the advantage on the B objective itself at least. And in a lot of ways, they just have the advantage, period. I would not be surprised if both teams would prefer to start security. Other things to watch out for is this under catwalk area. Both teams will probably commit one player here. Control of this doesn't give you as much of the map as you may think, but it is probably the easiest way to get a flank off. If the security team can send somebody from that bus under catwalk and clear the area, now they control this middle staircase up to B from this area under here where they can kind of creep around and hide. So that is why security would like to control the under catwalk area, and Insurgents would like to control it because it allows them to then pressure yellow. They can come through either of these two doors, creep up to the top floor. They can just chuck nades up to the top floor. But getting that player off of that top floor of yellow is going to be huge. One of the other power positions that the Insurgents are going to leverage early is this crown area up top. It just makes some great cover. I mean, obviously, these little head glitches that you can use to look down different sight lines and peek around these corners. They're going to use this crown to fight yellow. They're going to use this crown to fight top cat. And then late round, they'll be looking into B and trying to clear people out of the office. And, I mean, even by the box on B. So power positions coming from both teams. One that we will see less frequently, but late round can be very, very good, is this spot up here, simply because of how safe it can be. You got some sight lines onto B. It allows you to creep out here and look towards that top cat area from relative safety through all these gaps. It also obviously allows you to defend C if needed at a moment's notice. So we're going to be getting started here in a second. The two teams are just getting connected and making sure that everything is all set. Again, we've swapped Berg for Set on the BoofGang team, and the AOG roster has remained the same, unless I'm insane. Loadout-wise, some of these loadouts are obviously not going to be used because they will not have primary weapons for the pistol round, but it looks like everybody has decided they're going to use armor, or at least most people have decided they're going to use armor. We'll see what they switch to before the round goes live. We will play one pistol round. It's like a normal round, but you're only allowed to use pistols as your weapons. No grenades allowed either, which is, on this map, not so significant. I mean, frag grenades are obviously significant, but the smoke grenades are significant as well, because not being able to smoke this main road is a significant difference from a normal round. Though at the same time, it's not exactly practical to hold a sight line from this balcony with a pistol. You just can't hit the shots, particularly against armor, that you can with an M14 or an SVD. So, in a moment we'll get started. It looks like that may be the reset. Are we going to go live? I'm going to assume this is live, but it may not be, in fact. And I'm actually going to do a bit of a third-person sky cam here to try and see. Yeah, this is going to be live based on just how they're moving, even though I didn't see it in chat. And so it looks like we've got three players coming they're going to go bridge. There's no nades to stop them on this round, so they're going to try and push this bridge onto B very quickly. We see that player getting up to cat. Ubba finds Zap. Entry frag, trade, Vapor kills one, Akil's get Vapor. Kev kills Akil. So lots of trading on B. It's a 2v1 on B, and then across the map, BoofGang's pretty much controlled it all, and BoofGang just finishes it out. That little fast, hard to keep track of, but immediate control by BoofGang. Now again, that's pistol round, which plays completely differently than you may expect a normal round to, with the lack of nades and the lack of smoke. But all the same, BoofGang gets to pick their side. I would be surprised if BoofGang is not security. Yeah, BoofGang has chosen to go security. AOG will start on the Insurgent team. BoofGang preferring to have the better positioning on B, along with the more options for sightlines. And In just a moment, we'll get started. Looking at loadouts here, one thing you'll notice is if if the loadout menu can be believed, all of AOG have gas masks, and that's because of how much smoke you're going to have on this mask. That's not because there's any danger of smoke killing you, but because the gas masks keep you from coughing. And the coughing on a map this large is a very big giveaway of positioning. So the ability to creep under cat and creep onto B through a smoke grenade. As you see, 3 of AOG have smoke grenades. BoofGang, on the other hand, not intending to use smoke at all, and only 2 of them have gas masks. So the lack of gas masks and the lack of smoke of their own may come on to hurt them. But remember, AOG is on the side that has less access to B, so they're every round going to throw at least 1, maybe 2 smokes to this middle street area, just so that they can get up this staircase. Because if they can't get up this staircase or even jump through this window by vaulting over this wall, if AOG can't do that, their access to B is almost entirely blocked off. It is very easy to nade this box area back here on B and stop any push from this bridge onto B early. They can chuck the nade over this satellite as BoofGang runs out of spawn, and you'll see that almost every round, I'm sure. A nade lands right here below this lamp, and just if AOG enters B on the fast run, they're just going to get exploded. So we should be starting here any moment. A little bit of a wait just to make sure that everybody is set up. I'm sure somebody has a little bit of a connection issue. Looking at actual weapon loadouts, we've got a lot of FALs and SVDs, and the UI is probably wrong because they should not have 5. Yeah, so Stumpy is actually using a 74U, and the UI is just wrong. So that is their flanker. Versus on BoofGang's side, we've got a lot of M4s. They keep doing it, and it works for them, so I don't want to say they're wrong, but it's not the normal meta. And so the M4 meta has returned, apparently. 2 M4s. We've got a Kev running what I believe is an MK18. And then Waffles running the M110 SAS. Vapor running the Tavor. The SAS is almost certainly going to be somebody playing on either Yellow or Catwalk, because those are the long-range sightlines that you need to hold. And the SAS gives you almost guaranteed lethality at those long ranges. I do not know what we're waiting on. Okay, there we go. This is probably going to be a live start. So yeah, frags coming from BoofGang, and almost all, well, good split between frags and smoke coming from AOG. We will have to see what this rollout looks like. I'm going to see if I can find Waffles. There we go. Let's see where this player's going. Looks like he's going to go green. Oh, tricky spot here. He's going to try and, yep, finds the player. That's a good kill onto Zap. Now he's going to rotate over to Yellow. See, he's clearing this balcony. The frag on B kills Kev. Vapor left alone on B does find 1 kill on the Stumpy. That's good. Looks through this little window crack. Doesn't know there's one pushing his left. Is not able to react fast enough. Vapor dies. So now it's a 3v2. Oh! That's huge. The player on B was taken out. Vapor traded with him. I didn't even realize in the moment. I didn't even think Vapor shot, but Vapor was able to trade. So the B objective is actually clear. Set finds Boogeyman. That's huge. Last alive is Alex. Kills one crossing the street, but now he's called out. Has 2 players to his right. If both teams know that B is clear, they can take a chance and move slowly. The players hear each other. Footsteps on this metal gets very loud if you don't move silently. Alex is... Oh, here's the player. X-ray vision. Can't see him, but the audible giveaway. And finds Set trying to cross the street. So now it's a 1v1. Alex doing an excellent job. Unfortunately exposes himself before he's done reloading, so Waffles is able to take him out. You're going to see that gunfight a lot. Those under catwalk to catwalk gunfights, unfortunately, well, in my opinion, I'm not a big fan of them, but the players that enjoy them and can understand them, the audible cues are huge. You can really get an idea of where the enemies are just from listening. You have to manage your sound. You have to either crouch, walk, and aim, or use the walk button in order to not make noise and give your position away. But huge opening kill there by Waffles. I think that's only 2 kills by him, but he did get that opening kill onto Zap. And again, one of the things that make this map a little bit more unique is that because of the world geometry being all these pipes and all of these catwalks, there's so many little spots to peek and so many little angles to hold. So Waffles is not going to go back to the same angle. He's actually going to rush over to Yellow quicker, but I'm sure he's doing another early peek, see? And he doesn't hit this one. see Kev getting on. He's going to chuck a nade up to the box. There's nobody there for it to hit, but it's a good nade. And, oh, peeking his teammate, almost getting the kill. Okay, so we got 2 kills for each team coming in quick. Not going to call out who. It's a 1v1 on B. Remember that the B players are under fire from the other side of the map constantly. Ubba and Set both get a kill. So now last alive on this map is this player up in the top of B office. But he is going to get the cap. Kev does not contest. Stumpy is able to get the cap. Kev refrags, so all of the players left alive are coming from spawn. But they are going to have to get out of spawn, and that's going to be hard on a map that's this open. So you see them taking their time, and they're going to make noise, so Ubba's going to know the direction they're coming from. They are going to get on, so Ubba is not going to get this cap, and he's not going to look bottom left to get this kill. So Boogeyman and his partner are going to clear it. Last live is now Kev. Not able to get this B cap in time either. He's going to see one, not get the kill, look towards the other, and mid gets that one. Turns around, looking for this box kill, sees the player, can't finish it. Getting shot up from the catwalk. He's out of ammo, so he swaps guns. This gun probably only has half a mag left, unfortunately. Takes one. Kev dancing through gunfire, but unable to finish the round. So AOG doing a great job exiting. Exiting spawn on this map from both sides can be incredibly difficult. It's actually harder from the security side. The security side can be spawn camped almost in, like at the spawn entrance. Insurgents have a few, like maybe 15, 20 feet to get out of spawn before they can really be under gunfire, but even still, for either team to get out of spawn after a respawn is incredibly difficult, and AOG did a fantastic job. And that's obviously what gave them the round win. They were able to push out. They didn't lose anybody out to a spawn camp, and were able to clear C and then B. So good play by them. We'll have to see if BoofGang can alter their strategy late round in the future to try and lock out those spawn waves a little more. One or two people committed to a spawn camp can kill all 5 people on a spawn wave. So it really is just about thinking ahead and making sure that you have people in position to do that. Waffles gets the cross pick onto Boogeyman. Up on Cat again. Vapor's frag kills Stumpy rushing into B. And Akil gets taken off B. BoofGang decisively controlling. This player doesn't see this player bottom yellow. Alex needs to look bottom yellow. Oh, nope. Bottom yellow runs away, so he gets away with that one. Waffles finds Zap. So Zap was back here in the balconies, and I didn't even realize that they knew about him, but Waffles apparently was looking for him the whole time. Does get the kill. He's going to get spotted and taken out, but you're going to see Alex holds a moment to try and get to a little bit more safety. B is primed, so BoofGang has chosen to wait to cap B until more of their players die. Now that 2 have died, I assume they are going to touch B. And Alex is spotted and taken out, though they were probably trying to cap B. So that's a good round by BoofGang. Almost no deaths until the end of the round, when that last player alive was able to get the double kill. But they were able to control B the whole round. They had no contesting of B. I mean, Akil got on B, obviously, but immediately taken back off. And just without somebody contesting the B side of the map, it's very hard to form an offensive, because even if you get kills on the catwalk side of the map, they just cap B and now they respawn. So at least being able to contest B is pretty much necessary. I'd like to see it. It doesn't seem like AOG is smoking the main street. I'd like to see. I'm actually going to go Skycam here, as much as it may not be. Nope. So the smoke is going to come in on the main street, on the staircase. So this is a little more precise and harder to do. But oh, Boogeyman frags Kev on the backside of B. That's huge. Vapor only one left at B side now, and he's taken out. So this time AOG has B control, and we see Boogeyman up here on top. Cat challenging yellow. Zap has pushed all the way through, and Set takes out Stumpy. Ubba takes out Boogeyman, but Zap has gone all the way around and is on a disastrous flank. If he can find these players on yellow, there's 2 there for him. He just needs to spot them. He sees one, is going to get him. Doesn't know the other one's there, though. I expect Set to get this kill. He doesn't see Zap. He's going to be clued in by the fact that he touches A and is able to get Zap, but Akil finishes the cap on B. Too late to get Zap back in. But Set is last alive and needs to try and find kills. He really just needs kills. I mean, this map is big enough that getting a few kills could have opened the round up, but not able to find kills. Alex takes a good head glitch spot and is able to eliminate Set. So 2-2 now. Even round count. And we're seeing almost every round, the team that can control B is able to basically just allow the rest of their teammates to go and die if needed, but then respawn. And it's so hard to cross this middle street to get to B late round that you know, even the team that is able to get more kills maybe is not able to win. It all is about who can get a cap there. What we have not seen is a lot of A to C play. Zap's flank, pushing straight up the middle and getting up into the catwalk and touching A is the first time we've seen A and C really fought over. I shouldn't say that actually. BoofGang I think did touch C on round 2, but more of an AC play may be an alternative strategy that these teams choose to employ. Set gets a kill onto Zap. Vapor almost gets naded and then gets double killed. Stumpy and Alex both find B players, so again, wiped off B is BoofGang, and they're gonna have to try and adjust. Alex is flanking, gets some covering fire from a teammate. Here's this player run away. He's gonna peek to the right and find the kill. Needs to look behind him. Yep, nope, doesn't do that. Set finishes the job. But again, the B cap's gonna come in. So AOG's got 3 more coming out of spawn, and 2 people sitting on B, and Set and his partner, who is on C, Ubba's on C, are gonna have to try and make something happen. So Set's gonna look for kills. He's spotted and he's gonna get taken out. Manages to escape actually. And he's actually going to focus on helping C, but he doesn't get any kills. So now last live is Ubba. He's already contested, and he needs pretty close to a miracle. Sees 2, only has enough ammo to get 1, and he's spotted. Staying alive, but doesn't really have the angles to control the gunfights that he needs. And so it does get taken out. So AOG winning a 3rd round. And again, we saw something similar last map. We saw BoofGang win a few rounds. Win a few rounds on the first half. AOG seemed to re-strategize and adjust and then become a very decisive leader in the first half, and then BoofGang spent the second half coming back and winning the first map. So the pattern may repeat here. If we see AOG win a round or 2, we may be in a round or 2 more this half. We may be in a situation where BoofGang is left to come back and clutch up on the second half. We will just have to see. These next few rounds are going to be pivotal because even though we've got, 5 more rounds in this half, good frag from Kev gets Boogeyman. Vapor. They've been getting wiped off B. Good. Waffles gets another kill on a Stumpy, but there's a player waiting for him in office. Zap kills Vapor. That's actually not office. That's Zap pushed up on Cat, and Zap gets another kill onto Kev mid-street. Well, I missed half of that, but it's incredibly fast because everybody's getting shot from everywhere. Everybody got wiped. AOG's people, at least, all got wiped from Yellow and from Cat. And unfortunately, that's how the B objective works on Snap. If you expose yourself to Yellow here as Waffle stands and Set at the top of Cat, these crossfires into B, there's only 2 or 3 positions that are safe on B from these external sight lines. So, not unusual to see slaying coming from 100 yards away across the map, and that's why they bring these long-range guns, gunfights. Waffles again with the M110. I'm surprised more of his team is not using M14s, quite honestly. So that ties it up at 3-3, and early pre-fire coming in from somebody. Not really sure. Ubba has pushed up under Cat, gets taken out by Alex. Boogeyman gets a frag nade onto Kev. That's B side, I believe. Vapor, last alive towards, for his team at least, on B side. Needs to try and contest. He's going to try and creep up slowly. Boogeyman finds Set. That's top Cat. Vapor gets a kill, but then all of BoofGang gets killed by AOG. So not just long-range gunfights, but even just off of the B objective. Slaying coming in from every direction. It is not a map that runs slowly when these engagements are visible. When you can see the enemy on these long-range gunfights, it just can get eliminated so fast because there's only 5 gunfights, right? The 10 people, 5 gunfights. If you poke your head and all of your team loses their gunfight, the round's just over. And on a map like Ministry, a lot of your team is trying to hide and stay alive. But on a map like this, sometimes your whole team's goal is to peek and shoot. And sometimes you just miss it. Oh, this is an interesting sight line by Set. If he gets this shot, I'll be amazed. Yeah, he chooses to leave it. I'm not convinced that's a realistic. I don't know what he was shooting at there. I'm pretty sure he doesn't know he got that kill onto Zap. Vapor gets a double kill on B to a nade, which is huge because it gives BoofGang the entire control of B. They probably don't know that. Boogeyman takes out Vapor, so now last alive on B is Kev, but BoofGang's still in a huge advantage 4v2. Boogeyman, as you can see, trying to cross the street, has to be very careful about all these sight lines he's exposed to. There's a player at the bus that he hasn't spotted. Alex takes out the player at the bus, but then gets fragged. Sorry, not Alex doesn't get fragged. Boogeyman gets fragged from set at the top of the catwalk. So he's going to try and make his way over to B. C is also getting capped, though, so it's not enough just to touch. He touches and confirms the player's there. Now he gets off. Spots the player top cat. Poor aim, but does get the kill eventually. Killing set. And it's now a 1v1, but remember, Ubba is capped and actually came back from C. Look at this sightline. From a mile away at the back C window, is able to kill the player on the stairs on B. That's interesting. And that's great coordination and communication from the BoofGang team to call that player out so that Ubba feels confident in taking that shot. But unfortunately, Boogeyman was in a very difficult position regardless, because trying to contest 2 objectives as one person is, as most people would tell you, very difficult. So BoofGang ties it up 4-4. And a lot of that round was based on the fact that Vapor got an opening double nade. So we'll have to see. I mean, obviously Vapor is going to keep throwing that nade, or maybe his teammate will throw it on some rounds. But if AOG doesn't run into that nade, I don't know if that BoofGang has anywhere near as much success that round. So we will have to see. See, Vapor's waiting. He's actually delaying the nade because early AOG would have been dying to the nade and knowing the nade was coming immediately. So they're now slowing down, and Vapor's trying to compensate. But 2 quick kills coming in. Now it's tied up to 3-3. Vapor's going to peek. Stumpy's going to take him out. And just like that, Waffles gets a great shot from Yellow over onto B. But B is being capped. Vapor hears this player. Doesn't get the kill. Now he does onto Alex. So Kev's going to cap C. Vapor's going to hunt for this B player. But the B player is in one of the safe locations, which is on this staircase. You can see the sight line to Yellow and Catwalk is blocked. So BoofGang's going to take the smart play here. They're going to double stack C, and they're going to really focus on getting this cap, because the B cap is going to come in first. So all of AOG is now going to, well, they may not, but I was expecting them to rush C and try and get this contest off. Waffles, on the other hand, is going to go wide and just focus on spawn killing. He's going to get picked off from this left edge, though, if he's not careful. Zap will spot him. I don't know if Zap noticed him up top there, but he is prepared. And Zap does see him, but does get taken out. So, yep. AOG pushing back into C, trying to get the recapture. There is one BoofGang player lurking, or AOG and BoofGang both lurking around here, hunting for each other. Across the map, lots of kills coming in. Again, BoofGang getting spawn camp. Kev picks up a kill on Boogeyman here in C and is going to stay and clear the objective, though Alex is still lurking and is about to get on, so now it is stale. Stumpy controls B and has locked BoofGang out of B. Meanwhile, Akil searching for this kill. Doesn't see the gunfights coming in from every direction. Kev kills Akil. Alex, last life for AOG. Well, traded out, unfortunately. So now Vapor on C makes Stumpy have to move because he can't leave this as a 2 capture to BoofGang. He has to contest one of them. Now, when he touches C, we're going to see Ubba run to B, I would assume. Right now, Vapor and Ubba don't know where Stumpy is going. As soon as Stumpy touches, we're expecting Ubba to make a move. Vapor's job is just to stay, but he's going to take the wrong sight line. Stumpy's going to cap, and Ubba is so late to B because of the size of the map and the late... Oh, Stumpy's... No, Stumpy... Yeah, okay. Either Stumpy changed his mind or his teammates yelled at him because he has gone back to C. He's going to get this cap. And even though Ubba has contested B, so Stumpy won't win by capping just on objective control, this is going to give them a decisive lead because he's now going to run to A, almost certainly, and focus on the spawn camp. And his team is going to flood to B. I expect Stumpy. He may go to B. Yeah, he's going to pinch B with his teammate. Only has about 10 seconds to get on. But he has that is plenty of time. Doesn't see the player there. And runs on. So that's good intel for his teammates. But the teammates have only about 3 seconds to touch. Or they lose. Barely makes. Alex running through gunfire takes 2 hits. Maybe only 1 hit. But it seemed like 2 hits through the wall there. And does get the kill. If he dies there, it is almost certainly a round victory for AOG instead. Oh, sorry, a round victory for BoofGang instead. Because B was at 99% capture, so just about as close to a round as you can get. And that's a big thing with Refinery. Because the map is quite large and because the objectives are spread out with these big sight lines in between, rotating from objective to objective like we saw Ubba have to do there, A to B, it takes a good 15-20 seconds. Which gives the other team a lot of time to cap in the situations where you're just trying to trade captures. So 4-5 is the last round on this half. BoofGang hoping to win this round and bring it back to even. And AOG trying to take a more, well, a greater lead. As 6-4. We're going to see some nades coming in here. We'll have to see if it lands on Crown where... Nope. Okay, so 2 kills, Zap and a kill, both get kills. Kev does get a nade onto Stumpy. And just like that, B is clear. Vapor needs to stay safe, but he is capping. And Zap still sitting back in spawn looking for these shots onto people on yellow. But they have wised up and are not going to expose, I assume. Alex going to try and contest B. He's got time. B's not even close to capped. So now he gets to stale. And Waffles kills Boogeyman, making Alex last alive here. Sorry, not last alive. Zap is still in spawn. I completely forgot. Alex finds Vapor, which is huge because now Alex is capping B. Zap is going to try and make entrance onto C and stale. This is a... He sees that player, doesn't he? Yeah. Yeah. Zap able to finish that kill. So, again, AOG up 4-6. We saw this similar situation in the last half. BoofGang wins pistol, or last map, I should say. BoofGang won pistol, picked their starting side, did worse on their starting side than they did in the second half. So now BoofGang needs to do the same in order to, well, to win this map. The fact that BoofGang won map 1 puts them on a softer fall if they do lose, though, because splitting this match 1 map each is not a hard loss. These are probably the 2 teams competing to win Division 1. North American Ultra Team, it seems like they're going to be unable to play the rest of their matches due to some personnel just being busy in their life. And so the last team, TUF White, I believe, as the third active team in D1, probably does not stand a chance against these 2. So AOG could be happy with a 1-1 split. BoofGang, if they get a 2-1 split, is probably guaranteed to win the division. And that's what's at stake. Loadouts have changed a little bit. Zap is not running an M110. Or if he is, Akil's not running an SVD. So something is wrong with the loadout menus, probably due to the restart we just did. And yeah, Zap is with an M110. He's going to try and do this cross pick. Nobody's there for him to see, though. And as you do see, Waffles is on this balcony. So again, long range sightline. Vapor's priming up this nade. He's going to throw it on a delay, trying to kill these players off of B. Everybody's playing slow. This balcony player, though, is pushing. Right in front of us, we see Stumpy kill Kev on balcony. He pushed all the way across... not on balcony, I'm sorry, on bridge. Stumpy pushed all the way across bridge on a slow walk just to get that kill. Waffles does find Zap, the long-range gunfight, from a mile away. But AOG caps B, so it's 5 up. And Stumpy's going to get a kill. Ubba gets a kill onto Alex. Again, B controlled by AOG, whereas BoofGang really just controlling the middle of the map a little more. Oh, good spot by Set. Sees 2! Only able to get 1, but calls out the other for his teammates. They can try and refrag that. He's got a player below him, I believe. Yep, Boogeyman looking for this kill. Heard the play. We'll have to see if he starts shooting through the floor. If Set peeks over the edge. Nope. Boogeyman's going to choose to touch C instead, and is going to get pinched. He's got 2 or 3 players who are going to come for him. So he is the next... Oh, I'm not sure what he is thinking. He's got to be careful. Zap going incredibly wide, but Ubba's going to touch A, so Zap is going to come back. That made a lot of noise. You heard Zap react, or you saw Zap react to that. So Zap is going to just watch. He may get this shot off. Ooh, Ubba does not expose to the window, which is smart. Boogeyman, he's going to get the cap, not staled. Waffles is just a second too late. And now Zap does find Ubba on A. So AOG, with their second respawn of the half, and only 2 players left alive for Boof. Now 1 player left alive, it's just Waffles, and he can't leave this objective, or... Well, I guess A is still contested, so he could for a moment. But, once they decap A, he will actually be stuck on this objective until he clears it. They saw him jump across that window. Yeah, BoofGang. Sorry, not BoofGang. Waffle's gonna get picked off, because it's just too hard to fight your way out of a 5v1 when you're trapped. So... AOG takes a round, and every round that they win here puts BoofGang in a hole. If BoofGang wants to win, they need some rounds fast because they don't want to be down by 4 or 5 in the game point situation. Waffles won the long-range gunfight for AOG. He was actually able to pick off Zap, who went top left. But AOG had such good map control. BoofGang spent a lot of time waiting towards their spawn. On this left edge playing B, both of the BoofGang players waited to try and throw nades, and Stumpy was able to push across the bridge, get a kill, and kind of just lock off B. I mean, there was no contesting B at that point once Stumpy killed that B player. So you see Zap waiting all the way in spawn in the bottom left of the screen now at that green player through the wall. They can't see each other. They're just waiting. Akil gets a kill on to Set. Vapor does nade Stumpy on B this time, and they've made entrance to B. I've got to switch over to them. Oh! Jump shots! Akil finally kills the player. Boogeyman also got a kill onto Kev. So B is clear and in AOG's favor again. Waffles has decided to push up. Knows he can't wait. Doesn't see the player top yellow. Does see the player on B. Good kill. There's another one there, though, and he should know that. Boogeyman's got to get back on B. Boogeyman's got to get back on B. Yeah, think it through. Get back on B. Get this cap for your team. Alex is able to clean up Ubba and somehow ballistic died on the other side of the map, so it wasn't the deciding factor, but you could see Boogeyman trying to figure out where or not to cross the street, and if he had crossed the street and given up the B cap, that could have been disastrous. So 8-4 in AOG's favor. Again, security side, generally speaking, considered to be the advantage on this map, so it does not shock me that they're playing it, that they're controlling it well. So we'll give it a couple more rounds. We'll see if AOG locks it out in the next 3, or if BoofGang brings some amount of a comeback. One thing you'll notice is that BoofGang on the Insurgent side not throwing anywhere near as much smoke as AOG was. AOG had 3 smoke grenades when they were playing Insurgents, and BoofGang only has 1. Set's going to throw it, and he's almost certainly going to throw it mid-street. We'll see where he throws it here in a second. He's waiting to throw it, and it's not mid-street. He's throwing it on Cat. So, oh, BoofGang almost, sorry, Set almost picked off. Does refrag onto Alex. That's poor on Alex's part. Kev gets a frag onto a kill, so they're up 3-5. Vapor gets a kill on B on the Stumpy, 2-5 now. Gets taken out by Zap, who's mid-cat, and Zap gets another kill, but he is going to get picked off because he's trapped between several enemies. So last alive is going to be Boogeyman on B, and just like that, BoofGang does bring a new strategy, I guess, that completely flips the tables, but is it going to be enough? Boogeyman is capping. They have to cross the street to contest him, and they've only got 2 left. Ubba's going to go to A, it looks like, and Waffles is probably going to slow play and just try and contest. If he can get safe, yeah, see, they don't know how many are up. They don't know how many are left. That's why he's looking around. He doesn't know this player on B is last. That's changing their strategic decisions. Boogeyman should try and find this player and kill. They have to. Yep. Oh, Boogeyman misses! That's huge! If Boogeyman gets that kill, his team probably wins the round because he's going to get the cap. They'll be able to contest A, and Boogeyman can go C and or spawn camp. But Boogeyman misses the shot on a player who wasn't aiming at him. And Waffles is able to pick up the winning the round. So a pivotal moment. That's going to change everything. 9-4 is a much different place than 8-5. If BoofGang wins the next couple rounds, they have the chance to bring this back. That's you know, it's only the best that the players can do, but that's a moment that he is going to feel for a while. One of the things that we did see last round, Set is throwing a smoke onto Catwalk, the middle of Catwalk. Well, now he's going somewhere else. So we'll have to see what his new plan is. But if he throws this smoke, yeah, he's going to do a very long-range sightline. I'm not sure what he's expecting to see, but he knows better than me, I'm sure. And B play, all Main Street. Oh, the Vapor brings a shotgun, gets a kill, which is a shock, but Akil does refrag on him. But again, Akil, safe on B, for the moment at least. Oh, is going to get naded. Yep, good nade from BoofGang, so now they're going to be able to get the B control. Zap last alive for his team. And does get taken out. So again, BoofGang, massively different strategy. They didn't send anybody on the bridge. They sent everybody Main Street, not even wide, just Main Street. And they pushed a couple people up to B, they pushed a couple people down the Cat, and that was able to completely cut AOG in half, get kills that they were not ready for, and just dominate the round. That wasn't even close. So BoofGang showing that they are able to adapt even when their original strategy is not working, and that right now is what's delivering them the round. I still want to note they have 5 gas masks, but in this bottom right corner, 5 gas masks, only 1 smoke grenade, and Set is throwing that smoke grenade if he's doing it the same way every round. Down Cat, he's not using it to smoke off the main street, which is a little bit surprising. I'm gonna look at Stumpy here because we've been seeing this. See, look at this. Everybody's waiting. Okay. Now they've got more smoke coming in, so that's just the UI being bugged. Yeah. See, now they're throwing main street smoke. They're throwing a smoke on Cat. This is a little bit more what we're expecting. BoofGang's going to try and touch B from main. Vapor pushes all the way around B, sees... if he looks left here, he's got a kill. Doesn't look left. So AOG controls B. Kev's going to try and make his way over to B, but he is taken out from balcony with Zap. Or, sorry, from catwalk with Zap. And Zap and this other player face to face. Zap's going to try and refrag. Misses, gets the kill finally on the set. AOG controlling B, and Last Alive is up. Now, this A objective is an excellent spawn camping location. As you see them cap B, Ubba should throw a nade into security spawn. He's not going to do it. He's going to be... Well, now he's going to do it, but he's a little late on. And you're going to see AOG is smart and has gone wide to avoid that grenade. That grenade can be devastating. Ubba survives a nade in retaliation. Alex is going to rush up and try and contest in time. He has time if he goes... But Ubba is actually shot in the back from a keel going wide out of spawn to this other sight line. I can't show it to you, but there's this balcony you can get to out of spawn that looks up towards A. Ubba just barely exposed, possibly even wallbang, because I thought he was behind a piece of cover. But good prediction, if it was prediction by Akio. And again, early strategy by BoofGang to push everybody mid street worked last round, and this round fell apart completely. So we'll have to see if they can change again, and if they do change again, whether or not it works. Because they don't have any room for error. They don't want to lose another round and put it at 10-6. AOG looks like BoofGang looks like they're gonna send Vapor across the bridge, more of a normal way to touch B. No smokes mid street though. Again, the lack of smoke is surprising. AOG hasn't gotten on B. They're gonna get 2 picked. A third one's holding a nade for far too long. The nade's gonna work though, or no, it's not. It's not gonna get Ubba. Waffles gets another kill somewhere else. Kev gets another kill. It's Last Alive is Alex. I don't know. AOG took forever to touch B and allowed a flank to just tear them apart. It's a great move by Vapor there. I believe who it was. And Alex is going to get taken out by Set there to finish the round. I don't know if BoofGang gets lucky or if BoofGang is expecting these players to be where they are, but 3 players from AOG stack up behind B. None of them touch the objective. All of them wait to throw nade. And Vapor just runs down Main Street and... Or not Vapor, who was it? Was it Waffles? I can't remember. One of them. Maybe it was Kev. Somebody comes down Main Street, gets 3 kills behind B. Completely eliminates AOG's ability to contest. I mean, wipes out most of the team, to be straightforward, and puts AOG in a spot where it's clutch. It's, you know, it's a 3v1 clutch, and they just aren't able to do it. So, Vapor running with a shotgun, I don't like this decision. I mean, hey, if it works, obviously go for it, and they're better players than I am, but anything a shotgun can do, you gotta imagine that a different gun can do better. So we will see how he's using it and what maybe he thinks. Well, he's just going to get naded, so that will be a mystery left unsolved. Zap pushing under Cat, doesn't look left, is able to get taken out by Kev. But now look at this, it's BoofGang on Cat versus AOG on B. And Kev's going to be able to approach and contest. Is seen from hell, but is not able to get the kill. Now he's taken out from the box, and Waffles is creeping over. See, they don't know who they've killed. And so they don't know that they... Oh, he's going to get peeked and killed by Boogeyman from below B. Last Alive is now Set, who is also spotted from office. He's going to touch A, but he doesn't have time. Because as soon as these guys cap B, there'll be 2 people from spawn to come contest A. And those people should go to C and spawn camp. Yet you see Alex coming back to help contest. Boogeyman's going to go spawn camp. And Stumpy, I assume, is going to go touch C. Now, Set's in a nice spot, but he's going to have to kill 3 to get this capture. That's the problem. He's got to get 3 kills, and then even if he does get the 3 kills, the C cap is going to be prepared to bring those 3 people back. So, you see that one player. Oh, takes the shots at Alex, but I don't think he saw Alex. I think it was just a pre-fire. And Set is not able to get the kill, so we do see AOG now at the wire. They have to win the next 3 rounds. If they win the next 3 rounds, they will push this to overtime. If they don't win any of these rounds, or if any of these rounds are in AOG's favor, AOG will take map 2, and that will be a map split 1-1 for the day for both of these teams, which is about as even as you can get. That probably means that at the end of the week, or at the end of the month, we're going to see this division decided by round differential. We will have to see how BoofGang tries to compensate. It looks like we're going to see an B side heavy play from AOG. They tried this 2 rounds ago and they got completely cut off. Zap gets a very long sightline pick. Goes for another. He's now going to nade Main Street. Nade's coming in. Vapor still alive with the shotgun, pushing up onto B. Nobody's here to contest him yet. Almost dies to an. Gonna watch the doorway. Gets the kill with the shotgun. Stumpy, oh, looks away before the other person enters. Sees that. Oh! Excellent hip fire from Vapor. Kev gets another. Not last man, but last man towards B as a kill outside. Is gonna pick off Vapor. Zap, sitting in his spawn. Gets another kill. So now it's 2v1. Set last live has to win this gunfight. Has to find Zap and then get to B. He's got 25 seconds to get to B. Plenty of time to operate, but needs to move efficiently. Oh! Spotted by Zap. Doesn't know where Zap is. He's gonna get picked here. And that is the game. We see Zap pick up the final kill, and BoofGang putting up a strong showing, but not able to bring the map to even. They will lose map 2. So this is a map split. Each team gets 1 win and 1 loss for the day. And based on their performance against TUF White, the rest of this round will be decided. Or the rest of this division standings will be decided. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this map and these 2 maps today. If you're interested in competitive, please go to thedgl.com, 6 letters, thedgl.com. You can find a link to our Discord and more information about the upcoming events and tournaments. You can join, you can find teams to play with. You can just come hang out in the Discord and pug. It's a good time. That's all I've got for you today. My name's been Muzzle, and I hope to catch you for the next one.